welcome to another episode of June Talks, June Sings, June Inspires. So, what can you do now that coronavirus has forced every one of us to stay at home? What can you do? Okay, this is the time to work on yourself. This is the time to invest in yourself because obviously social distancing has caused us to be separated physically. However, thank God for technology. You can leverage on technology. There's a whole lot you can do with technology. You can still write that book you want to write. You can sing that song you've always wanted to sing. Get a voice note, record it, send it to those you want to back you up, send it to your instrumentalist, just begin to get the stage set so that once this is over, you are just ready. Instead of trying to start off from the ground, you're already about to fly instead. So prepare yourself. Some of us have not been intimate with our family. We've not had very deep conversations with our children. We don't even know our children or our spouse well because the world is full of a lot of activities, businesses, your job, everything is just placing a demand on you so much so that you don't really get enough time for the home front. This is the time to build intimacy with your family. And very, very, very much more important is to build intimacy with God. A lot of us, especially those of us that live in very, very, very busy places like Lagos, huge business, central business districts, big towns. A lot of time, the structure of such places has made it very difficult for us to find time to spend quality time with God. Quality time. I'm not just saying, hello, thank you, Lord. No. Quality time, because the proof of value is the time you're willing to give for that thing. And the truth is that a lot of us have not been giving God the time he deserves in our lives. And I'm not saying after coronavirus you should stop. No. Perhaps maybe this is the time to build momentum to sustain a viable and a vibrant relationship with God. This is the time to gear it up again because some of us, the gear is really, 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 really low. As in, the fuel in our tank is really, really, really low. And some of us, we're about to even die out. This is the time to refuel for the journey that is ahead. Some of us are getting close to 30, 25, We're getting older, some even 40, and still you do not have a sense of direction for your life. No. This can actually be an opportunity for you to sit down and evaluate your life again. What exactly am I doing with this life that I've been given? What direction do I ought to go? What are the things I was created to do? Who are the people I was sent to? What is my assignment in life? This is the time to sit down about your life because a lot of us have just been following the bandwagon. We've just been doing what everybody expects us to do, other than what we were actually created to do. The fact that the world is saying this is the way you should go, okay, me too. You just go there, no. This is the time for you to sit down and think it again. What I'm doing, is this what I'm really supposed to be doing? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Am I on the path that would lead me to the vision I wrote about myself? I said I'll be so and so in 10 years time. Am I on the path to becoming that in 10 years time indeed? This is the time to sit down and ask yourself those questions. You may be saying this is a disadvantage. Yes, but this is also its own advantage. This is the time for you to do a deep self-reflection. This is also the time to learn a lot of online courses. There are huge opportunities out there. This is the time to connect with people, get those courses, upskill. Because I tell you, by the time you get back to your work, the competition is going to be stiffer because companies have not been making money, so they are not going to be looking for ways to cut down on their expenses. And one of the things a lot of companies resort to is to lay off some of their workers. The way you are now, do you stand a chance of remaining a staff? If some of your other colleagues are actually upskilling themselves, if they are taking courses, getting exposure, learning more things, learning new ways, better ways, effective and more efficient ways of doing the same thing they've been doing, my dear, you will not be able to stand them because they've obviously invested in themselves. They've gone ahead of you. So don't sleep on the bicycle. When I say don't sleep on the bicycle, I mean don't just be lackadaisical. It is time for you to say, no, I'm going to do something about myself. Get online, get those courses now. Some of them are free, some of them have maybe a little amount that is tight, then whichever one you can afford, just make sure you're not sitting idle. Don't just watch movies. Make sure you watch movies that are documentaries, movies that are educating, movies that are probably biographies, those kind of. Don't just waste time, because whether you like it or not, even if you're staying at home, you're growing, you're getting older. And at a certain age, your productivity will reduce, not because you want it, but because your biological self can no longer take that level of productivity. So don't waste the time you're at home. Don't say, okay, yeah, I'm at home, so I want to be sleeping. I just want to be. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let anybody waste this time of your life, because this is the time you ought to be productive. So make sure you make the best use of this time. There is no time to be wasted. No time is to be wasted, because you're alive. Some people are dead. So the fact that you're alive is a precious gift, and you and I need to maximize that time. I hope you've learned something. And it is very important that we remember that the presence of God is where we actually get direction. The presence of God is where we receive answers to the questions of our heart. The presence of God is where we know who we really are. That is why being intimate with God is the most important thing anybody can do for you. And I used to say something, in fact, I even wrote a song about it, that whatever keeps you away from God's presence is your worst enemy. Because I don't know how you'll be able to function well outside God's presence. If you're trying to do that, you'll be malfunctioning. You'll be malfunctioning, because God created you to function in His presence. You were not created to function out of God. You were not created to be independent of God. So that is why it is highly imperative that you get your locks down again. You put yourself together again and connect yourself back to the source, back to where you can be refreshed, and develop a culture of maintaining that culture of intimacy with God, so that even when life returns back to normal, you still stay plugged, you still stay connected, you still stay on fire, you still stay intimate, and you still get direction for your life, not just every Sunday or every end of the month, but every single day. Every single day.